That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Alright. So today I will be attempting this for a third time. I've really done this twice before. I'm going to do it for a third time because I just want to get this done. I want to get this done and all like working, so that I can boot into this version of Windows just to test to see if it works on this hardware. Then I might also test it on my desktop. So yeah, it's kind of the same time here. same lighting as well. Same lighting setting as I used before. It's 8 p.m. right now. The last time I did it was like 1 p.m. I think it was, or 2 p.m. Something like that, or even 12 p.m. something like that. But anyways, yeah, I'm chewing a sweetie, by the way. So anyways, here's my laptop that I use all the time. Now what I was planning to do, so the focused OS, sad filter on my roof for 24 hours. Okay, anyways, what's it called? So for my Panasonic laptop, which is what I'm going to go on just about now, it's posting and everything, that's good. I didn't know you could also do this. Well, I probably showed you guys before, but look, falls back all the way. Very nice, I like that. So what's it called? I also learned that the first, I would say, how old was it? Hold on, I keep getting confused with the dates. I think it is, hold on, let me just turn on my Wi-Fi card. There we go. Okay, this OS is about this old. If the phone wants to focus, there we go. It's about that old. So that would be about, just by the year, that would be 21, I would say. 21, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, because yeah, it has to be 21 years old. Wow, that is old. Wow, that's just crazy. Just crazy seeing that. Wow, that is crazy. But anyways, yeah, you know, this was got a touch screen. But anyways, with that out the way, I do have my hard drive. So like about a minute before I started this live stream, I went downstairs and I got my external hard drive that I always use for this type of thing. So I'm just gonna take out this hard drive and put in my main hard drive, which I'm gonna probably install the OSs on. Because actually, no, did I even need this or no? I don't know anymore. What did I am so confused now. What do I do now? Oh, wait. Wait. I don't think it was this hard drive or that hard drive. I think it was a specific USB drive, not a hard drive. Honestly, man. Why am I so stupid? Alright. Shit. I can tell my phone's out of focus. Knew it. Alright. I'm gonna go with this one. Let's plug this drive in. Let's go to File Explorer. So currently it's got that shit on there, but what was it? This one here. Alright. So now if you look, it's doing it. Now we just wait. I hope it does it correctly, because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be so angry. But I'm not gonna be angry. I'm just gonna be like, why? But because I'm not sure if the newer version of the Windows USB DVD tool does. I guess the newer one isn't compatible with the older software. That's probably why. Because the newer one's probably made more for like the Windows 10 based stuff, you know, the Windows 10/11. If you guys are gonna think I'm gonna install Windows 11, I'm thinking, but I don't know. I don't think I would, anyways. I'm just saying that because like Windows 11. It's not much of an upgrade. Now, gaming wise, people say it's like fast and shit. There's no difference, I see. Or there's like, it's just 1 or 2% faster than Windows 10 because there's less services running. That makes sense though. Although I can, with the power of Windows 10, I can actually make Windows 10 just as powerful as Windows 11, so I don't have to upgrade. So as long as you have administrative privileges, you can do the upgrades to Windows 10, or you can do the tweaks to Windows 10 for gaming or ultimate gaming. So you have the best performance out of it, out of all the other stuff. So like, what's it called? Yeah, the older softwares are not so good with DirectX, whereas the newer ones are good. So softwares below Windows 10 is not that good with DirectX. However, the newer softwares like Windows 10 and 11, they're actually pretty good with that. Selected ISO file. Now, start over. I'm just gonna browse for a different ISO. I hate the fact that this is doing that. Fuck's sakes. This is 32, but hold on a second. Browse. Alright, I got the original installation. So the first installation of the thing I have, just got it on this drive here. Now I just gotta wait. I hate how there's errors, man. Like if errors didn't even exist, then things would have been way better. But obviously they have to exist because something somewhere always goes wrong and I don't know what it is. But I want this installer to do it. So I could actually install this OS. Probably not on this PC, but on my desktop definitely. Because I want the software on my desktop more. But that software you guys saw me, I guess, I got the setup to run for it, and I did the file coding to bypass the what's the thing called, product key. It's like a little piece of code there, but to bypass the product key. Basically, that software I'm thinking to run on this laptop, because even though this laptop is clearly designed for Windows 7, because I can see by the keyboard, what's that called? Clearly, I mean, it doesn't have to run that version of Windows if it's designed for it. That's not always the case, but very few laptops only exclusively run one version of Windows. Wow. And how I know this is because Mackenzie has this laptop where he cannot install any other version of Windows on it because it only runs on that one version of Windows. It's just, I don't know, just some tech is just like exclusively only made for that software. The motherboard only supports that software, or the CPU. Even though it should be able to run. Maybe it's because, right, it's purposely like that because there's not enough VRAM for Windows 10, or something like that, or the drivers are just not supported. But yeah, something that's also very unusual is seeing Windows 10 running on a CRT display. Now that's something very unusual because that's a modern OS running on old technology. CRT is just so old now. But Windows 10 is I think it was designed for OLED displays, even though, yeah, LCD displays too, I guess. It's not just OLED displays. Also LED displays, it works completely fine on an LED display. But yeah, if you were to install Windows 10 on any display type, I would say go for an OLED display, because with the taskbar being dark mode, it suits more of an OLED. Even though on an LCD people say the pixels are still turned on, I think they're not. But it's the backlight that's still turned on, so the pixels are off, but the backlight is on, I think. If the pixels are on, how on earth are they displaying black, you know? So it has to be it has to be off, doesn't it? What's it called though? OLED OLED display has its own pixels, basically, so saves 75 to 80% power, which is a lot of power saving, and you also get a lot less latency as well, which is way better. It's why like quite a lot of people have OLED as well, because it saves a ton of power, but also gives you amazing performance. Although I've probably been experienced with a few OLED displays, I think OLED is really good. I've actually, but yeah, the recent devices that I've experienced OLED on right now, currently, was the Surface Pro 6. Microsoft Surface Pro 6. They have the Microsoft Surface Pro tablets in my school, and yeah, it just like there's no backlight. I do not see a backlight on there. There we go. Just ate my sweetie. Yeah, there is no backlight on there, unless if it's not an OLED display. If it's something like QLED, which is probably not, because I know QLED uses backlight, but I don't know. QLED is a lot like LED. But yeah, I usually just go with OLED. It's OLED, even though none of my devices have OLED. None of them, absolutely none of them. Not this laptop, not that TV. What else? Not my handheld gaming device. Not any of my cameras. Nothing here has an OLED display. Nothing that I could think of. Yeah, nothing that I can think of has an OLED display in this room. Every device, it's always most of it is LCD, unfortunately. But yeah, I could go with an LED display. Pardon me. Let me just plug in the charger 1 second. Is it charging? Yes, it is. Nice. Alright, so we are getting there, but very slowly. But with the previous one, I don't know why, but with the previous one, that one was way faster. I think that one was literally because it was what's it called? It was less in space, so it was just a few megabytes, whereas this one is more megabytes. But the more megabytes you have, the better. The more the installation would be, or it can either be a setup where it's got the same OS, but it's got the 32 and 64-bit version, both in the same thing, in the setup. So when you go to do the setup, it's going to ask you every time which one you want to install. Obviously, if it's going to be like that, then I would literally always go for 64-bit, but if it's like a laptop, a very... I mean, all of my hardware, all of it is 64-bit. All of it is mostly high-end, but laptops, not so high-end. This laptop, I mean, i5 Pro. Oh my god. Yeah, it probably does say Windows 10 on the sticker, but trust me, it's not Windows 10. So, looking at the keyboard, it's a Windows 7 machine. That's one way how you can tell. It's made for Windows 7. This is a 2011 laptop. It's quite old, but somehow I just can't turn down the LCD. I can't turn up the LCD brightness. So it stays, the drivers just aren't powering the display more, or something in there is not powering it more, which I think is very stupid. So I just have it at lowest brightness. It works either way. I see things either way in the same display. I don't know what brightness it's at, but it's at a kind of a comfortable-ish brightness. For daytime it's very comfortable, but nighttime is pretty bright. Yeah, this is the LCD display. I was thinking, can you get an OLED display for this laptop? You probably can get an OLED display, but I just that's mistaken. Okay, let me start over with a different one then. If you could at least get an LED display, that would be way better, because there'll be way less ghosting, trust me. But let me find my installation. Which one is it? Is this one? No, it can't be. Oh, shit, I might have to go to a fucking website. Actually, wait a sec. Oh my god. Okay, I hate having a cold, honestly. It's terrible. Right, what I'm gonna do, because it's clearly not working here, I'm gonna go to Google Chrome. And let's see, I'm trying to think here. And now is when I start getting all the fucking the notifications. Yeah, I'm getting all the notifications now. Fucking hell. Okay. Let's just do that one. I go to press download. Oh, it's actually installing. Oh, this is a fresh ISO file. Meanwhile that's downloading, I'm going to go to Chrome downloads. Chrome. Downloads. Let's see. Why was that cancelled? Was that the one that was saying opening in 6 hours? Which one was the one that said opening in 6 hours? Because I'm not sure which one that was on. You know what it could have been? It could have just been this one, but I'm not exactly sure. Retry. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. Fucking hell, my PC's gonna have pressure on it right now. You know what? Let's turn on the charger so it's not left behind with power. Please don't glitch out. Shitty. Fucking hell. Laptop was already glitching out. Why is... Okay, it's gonna say then. Fucking hell. Yeah, I am installing 2 more versions. Because this is taking the piss now. This fucking installer is just saying that. Oh my god, man. Why? And they better be ISO files, because if they're not... Yep, that's good. They're both ISO files. Because if they're not ISO files, it won't read it. Yeah, which one? Yeah, there we go. 7 hours left. It seems quite funny because like it's not even that long. It's 2.9 gigabytes, but it's saying that because there's another download in the background. Makes sense. God damn it, I hate having a blocked nose. 1 second, everyone. You're gonna have to hear me blow my nose, but hey, I want the answer to this, guys, as well. What the hell is the point of a nose block? Because currently, as what I know, it's just useless, completely useless, garbage. The same shit has been building up in my lungs, and I couldn't even sleep properly because I've been coughing so many times, so loudly as well, that I'm pretty sure other people started waking up. Yeah, it was one of those loud coughs. Happens every time I sleep, and it really takes the piss. Okay, so we just downloaded a fresh ISO file. Let me show you guys. Just got a fresh ISO file. What I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna get my Microsoft installer or my DVD tool. Sorry, I just got used to what Chrome does or what Chrome says, so I just click no. Alright, browse. Go to download. You see we got a recent ISO. This is a fresh ISO, so the server's hard drive, the server I downloaded this from, the hard drive probably had to spin up and start sending me all the info, right? And hopefully this time it's properly fresh, even though it was still through Wi-Fi. It was still through Wi-Fi, but what's it called? You know the difference. If you switch from 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi or even 5 gigahertz, but there's less delay in a 5 gigahertz one, but the delay I've got, the 2.4 gigahertz one, 150 milliseconds. I think it was 153 milliseconds. I literally, when I switched to a LAN cable, not even joking, it was quite a short LAN cable, but I plug it into my laptop and my extender. Made sure the connections were clean on both ends of the wire and the ports, and basically plugged them both in, right? Oh my god, I got -1 millisecond. -1 millisecond. That's a big difference from 153 milliseconds all the way down to -1 millisecond. That is mad latency. That is just crazy. That's just like, wow. Honestly. So wired connection makes a massive difference. However, if you're on a game console, then I'll definitely recommend switching from wireless to wired, because wireless has crazy delay. It's just like, because there's too much noise in the connection. I just know it. There's too much interference. That's what I meant by noise. But I don't know. I'm just so used to like cameras and shit, and I just say noise in the picture. But yeah, there's too much interference. Oh well though. Oh well. What else was it? So yeah, honestly, because I even like make it easier for my extender as well, because like I try to stretch out the arms of the extender this way and that way, just so whichever part of the house I'm in, it can do its job fine. Because if it doesn't do its job fine, then It's not really the arms, it's just the things in the way. And yes, this extender is kind of, I wouldn't really say protected. I don't really know how to explain it, because that chair that's above the extender it's got metal legs, and there's also a bin in front of the extender, so the Wi-Fi connection isn't so good. I would have the extender somewhere different, but I don't know where to put it as of right now. Because in the current, where it currently is, I have Wi-Fi pretty much from, well, most of the house, but I can obviously manually switch to I can obviously manually switch to the main Wi-Fi in the house, which is obviously the original, just the main house Wi-Fi, which obviously the delay in that is only 6 milliseconds. Yes, adding a extender will add delay, but not so much. It would only be like, I guess if it's a better extender than mine, then I would say probably about maybe 33 milliseconds or 35 milliseconds. Yeah, this one has 150 before. Months ago, yeah, it was 150, but now, as of right now, it's 153 milliseconds, because it could have just been the DNS I chose, I don't know. Or it could just be different adapter, I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe on my Samsung laptop it was like 152, I think it was. But I don't know. Is it also the Wi-Fi adapter as well? Does that got anything to do? Because I think, what's it called? People say having an Intel adapter gives you like the best connection, I would say, or the best settings, or the best connectivity. I don't know. Or the best performance. And yes, my Windows is still installing the ISO file. I'm just waiting for that. That's why I'm just talking. But yeah, honestly, I just like, because I was thinking, because my desktop, when I got it off of Mackenzie, there was no wireless adapter in there. And it's like a laptop where it's got the wireless adapter, the port or the socket for the adapter to put in. But obviously I can just use the PCIe port for that. That's fine. But yeah, that's completely fine. I could probably just use the PCIe port. I don't have any devices like that yet though. But I do have the, like the three mini. I'd say mini. I don't know, just regular PCI slot. Regular PCI slot. Or PCIe slot. Now it's not the X16. I think it's the X4. I think it's called. I'm not too sure though. Let me take a look at the laptop. 64% done. Nice. I know the phone isn't even focusing. There we go. But yeah, my throat just running so dry right now. Not that dry, but still quite dry. I just hate being in this condition. Because as you guys probably heard, makes me talk weird as well. Doesn't make me want to talk proper English. Takes the absolute piss. Anyways, I don't know why this ISO would take ages to install, but I think it's just because It's not that many megabytes, I don't think. But this is a fresh ISO. I just installed it, as you've literally just seen on stream. I've just installed this ISO file. Now I'm just hoping it installs correctly to this to this USB drive. Cause I just wanna. I've been waiting so long, and I just want to get this done. What's it called? Honestly, man, I just want to get this done. Boot into the setup, and what to do next? Yeah, boot into the setup, and then fucking testing. Wouldn't really click install, but yeah, I mean, yeah, probably would click install and then see if there's any product key. Hopefully there isn't. If there is a product key, I'll probably write the same code to bypass it. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna have my next sweetie. This is a sweetie I'm eating, by the way. Nice little sweetie. Just gonna eat it. We're almost there, guys. Hopefully, I'm just hoping this properly installs now, because I've had it with this thing. Just keep telling me that please check your USB storage device. Swear to God, better not say that. Fuck's sakes. That. Okay, let's see what I wrote in the file explorer. Sometimes it writes something, sometimes it can't, but I don't know why. Well, you know what? I'll probably wait for the 2.9 gigabyte one to fully install. So right now, I just don't know what's going on with this shit. That was a fresh installation, off of the server, and it just told me that. Fucking hell. Why is this like... Do I have to get an older version of this just to make the software run? Because if that's what I have to do, I will do it. I'll try everything I have to make this thing run. Or everything I can to make this thing run. Look at this though. I touched the screen. Ooh, turns back on. Anyways, yeah. That just takes the absolute, yeah. Anyways, we're almost done here. I'm hoping that's the full thing here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it does say 32-bit, but I'll probably see when I can get 64 of the same thing. I know it's the full installation because this is EN at the start. See how this is EN at the start? Yeah. I know that's the full installation, including all the files and everything. And the fact that it's 2.9 gigabytes also gives it away. So that's probably why it's not working, because I'm getting the update file. I'm not actually getting the actual software itself. So it could just be me being stupid. However, if that's the thing, then I've got to learn more. Alright. What's it called? Oh man. I'm just so pissed off. I can't even get this thing running. Honestly, man. Look, all language, standalone, DVD, ISO. If it's saying all language, then it has to be the full thing, then, right? Or am I wrong? Because I don't think that's. I don't think that's wrong, because it's saying all language here. It's saying all language, standalone, DVD, ISO. DVD, ISO. Let's get this one next. Well, this is security update. Well, I'll install it anyways. There you go. Whoa. That's only a few seconds. Hold on. Yeah, I'm only doing this to test it. Oh, and there you go. Alright, that's fine. Browse. This I'm gonna go to download. Why isn't that? Huh? That's supposed to be an ISO image, or no? I'm so confused. I am so confused. Fucking hell. I am so confused right now. Did I just install a fucking security update? I think I did. Hold on, let me go back to Chrome downloads. Where is it gone? The one that was cancelled. That one, but yep, good, that's ISO. Yeah, this is like gigabytes and shit. Yeah, so pretty much the reason why both of them say cancelled is literally just because, well, they both say cancelled. I think it's because I either my PC died or something happened. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the battery. So that one's 78, and the battery 2 is 100%. Something I like about this laptop is like it's got 2 batteries, and I honestly really like that, because if one battery dies, you got a backup. That's always amazing. So although I would have Windows 10 when the first battery dies, Windows 10 should say battery 1 is on 5%, or battery 1 has died. That way it will remind the user that the first battery has died, and now it's switched to the second battery. So I mean, the second battery's in there, it's just not doing anything, because the system is still relying on the battery 1, or the first battery. So there you go. I almost coughed out my sweetie. Which one's taking more longer? I would pause it down, but both of them say 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, I'll probably pause the recent one, just because. So the other one, so the other one can go faster. Meanwhile, that's downloading. I'm going to close out of this, and okay, I will also close out of. Well, I just eject this device. Eject. There we go. Bet you that brain is really hot. Slightly. What about the brain on the bottom? Probably not. But yeah, this USB stick has a double layer motherboard, or multi-layer motherboard, I think it is, or 2-layer motherboard. Basically, is where you have components on one side and components on the other side of the motherboard as well. Or let's say the back of the motherboard as well. There's also components. I'm just waiting for this. It's taking quite long here. My wire's gone warm. It's getting slightly dark out there. Don't know how well you can see that, but meanwhile I still got the lighting here. But it has to be just proper daytime out there. I mean, to be honest, it is 9:24 p.m. and there's still daylight out there. I remember years ago when it used to be the exact same time. It would be completely night time, even if it was summertime. And nowadays it's just like, if it's summertime, the day would last way longer. Nighttime, it will be very short. Whereas wintertime is literally the opposite thing. It will be darker for longer. Daytime for shorter. Daytime for shorter, darker for longer. Makes sense, really. Fucking hell. What's it called though? It's meant to be summertime, or it's meant to feel like summertime, even though it's summertime, but it feels like wintertime, kind of. I don't know why, because like giving me a bad cold and everything. It's just like not supposed to be like that, because the weather in this place, even if it slightly changes, it does affect me as well, me and a lot of other people. So the weather needs to be kind of accurate. And not changed like that, because I don't, even though it's natural, it's still, Still, hmm. But yeah, the weather in this place, some the weather in this place sometimes makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why it happens, but it's naturally all happening. Yeah, sometimes things aren't naturally perfect, I guess. Makes sense though, I guess, but anyways, got the little, you can probably see the little whatever this thing is here that's tracked in my hand. Yeah, that thing, for that exact trail thing that was following my hand just then, for iOS I've completely disabled that on the keyboard, so if you try to slide across the keyboard it wouldn't happen, because I've configured some keyboard settings. I just hate how slow this shit is. However, if this is all coming from the internet connection, then what's it called? Um. This is pretty slow then. Because I know the hard drive isn't really doing much. You know what, I think if I... Yeah, because Wi-Fi is very unstable. I think if I transfer the same thing but through an Ethernet cable, it'll be way faster. And obviously way more stabler. Because with ping as well, if you just get an Ethernet cable, it will help. Just in general, any Ethernet cable. Well, I guess that depends really, because if it's like Cat 5, then it'll only give you like 10 megabits upload and 10 megabits download. However, if you get Cat 5e though, oh my god, it's way more improved over Cat 5. Just compared to it, it's just like, wow. I wonder what Cat 6 augmented or Cat 6a would be like with an internet connection speed. Because I don't know if that would be faster or slower. I'll have to see. But yeah, I use a Cat 6 Ethernet cable with my desktop, and the reason it works so well is because it's backwards compatible. But yeah, you can't get AWG in wires as well, so because I'm thinking the thicker the wire, the better for the thing. Because if it's more thinner, then it's shittier. And for that reason, it's not really gonna be so good. Right now my laptop is just like falling asleep here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do this over Wi-Fi because you guys probably seen the latency. It is really shitty. 7 hours, fucking hell. Yeah, obviously because it's 2.9 gigs, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, this extender is definitely doing things. I might go with the part 4. I might continue off the part 3, but I might connect to my home Wi-Fi downstairs, because that way then I'll see what my extender does then, see if it's still doing the same thing or not. So 1 second everyone, I'm going to connect to my home Wi-Fi. Yeah, the stream is definitely going to pause, so just hang on, or hold on. Hey guys, I am back on the home Wi-Fi. Well, I'm on the home Wi-Fi. Looking at my extender, it does still seem to be busy, so I'm gonna just assume. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna pause that. What does that do then? Does it still busy? I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi connection. Maybe it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi connection back on my PC. I wasn't looking at my phone and my stream just crashed because the fucking Wi-Fi connection is shitty. This is a dead spot, by the way. Okay guys, I'm getting 30 frames now for some reason, even though this is a fucking dead spot. Yeah, my stream is very delayed now. I just drop frames like crazy there. Fucking hell, this Wi-Fi is terrible with connection. 1 second, I'm gonna switch back to my extender. Okay guys, why am I 10 frames? Okay. I'm back on my extender now. Yeah, but yeah, as I was trying to say though, it was a fucking dead spot in this part of the house, because the Wi-Fi is in the opposite side of the house of where I am. So it's not closer to me, it's far away from me. It's literally on the other side of the house, because, well, that's just where it is. So when I didn't have this extender set up, or when I had this extender but I didn't use it, what's it called? Fucking Wi-Fi connection was terrible. It would be so delayed, the connection will keep dropping. And that'll literally be just because the connection is really far. It's 2.4 gigahertz, but fucking hell, it would be so shit. 2.4 gigahertz is made for longer range, but less Wi-Fi speed. So you'd only get something like 300 megabits. You'd only get something like 300 megabits per second on 2.4 gigahertz, because that's really made more for range than anything else. However, I would stick with 5 gigahertz, because if I'm going to be in here all the time, what's the need for 2.4 gigahertz so much anyways? It does work, but obviously again there's like so much noise and things, like, not noise, too much interference with the connection. And that's the thing. They'll be like with my home Wi-Fi in this exact spot of the room, or even when I'm just sat on the bed, just laying down on my phone. the connection would be so shit, so unstable, man. It wouldn't really be stable. It would like drop but then go up just by one and one and one and one. Because I did an internet connection test and I know. But with the extender, I'm getting so much powerful fucking megabits. It's crazy. But yeah, this extender really does have some like a nice megabits per second. What have we got then? 5 hours left. It's going so fucking slow and I don't know why. It shouldn't though. But it is for some reason. You know what, guys, you know what? Let me get my Ethernet cable. 1 second. Shit. Fuck. Let me just get my Ethernet cable. 1 second. It's not a long Ethernet cable. It's only like half a meter. So I'll plug it in now. 1 second, everyone. Let me just 1 second. Network error, come on. This is going way faster. Fucking hell. This is going way faster. Oh wait, no, which one was I supposed to fucking do it? Hold on, I'm so confused. Hold on, pause. Resume, there we go. This one should be faster now. There we go. Now it's saying just 1 hour left. It should be going faster. Fucking hell. Yeah, guys, I've just been. I've just been really like. I don't know. I wouldn't really say sick, but just really ill. Just really ill. I've just been having like terrible coughs and fucking hurting throats and whatnot. Takes the piss, really does. It's the coughs that it's the coughs what make my throat hurt so bad. What can I do? I can't stop the cough now, can I? It's a natural thing. It happens. It takes the absolute piss. Honestly. Takes the absolute piss. What do we got? I can see the Ethernet cable LED as well blinking. That's always nice to see. Right. This is now transferring over an Ethernet cable. Ethernet is way better than wireless Wi-Fi. It's just wireless Wi-Fi in general. The interference you get is crazy. But again, I am on a 2.4 gigahertz connection. But I think even 5 gigahertz, I'm gonna guess you'll get something around 33 megahertz. No, not 33 mega. What am I saying? Megabits per second. 33 megahertz. I'm just so like, oh my god, what time is it? 9 p.m. Oh my god. I don't know why I bought the hard drives upstairs. I really don't know why. Honestly, I have no clue why I bought them upstairs. This shouldn't be going that slow though. It should be going faster. Maybe it's just the server just being very slow. But you know what? I'll leave it on the Ethernet cable because it's saying it's estimating less hours because this is a way more stable connection. However, I would just literally just get I would go out and buy a DVD installation for it because the web is not always going to be accurate with this stuff. With the newer version of Windows, definitely. The older versions, no. And I'm talking about Microsoft's website. So although I can't access the old version of the Microsoft, the website, or how it used to be, then if I go to some trusted third-party website, I could probably get the actual software though. But yeah, I'm just trying to run this on this PC's not so modern, although its features are. I guess for the time, Panasonic was really trying to go ahead with their stuff because for 2011, a touchscreen PC, a touchscreen like laptop, it's crazy. What else is it? A Core i5 V Pro. Crazy. It's good that the CPU, the temperatures go down a lot now because Cortana's not there. She's permanently gone from my system. If I wanted to bring her back, I'll probably have to reinstall Windows. That's the only way that I could think of, but I think on my Dell laptop, on my Dell laptop she is not gone. So I need to get rid of her on my Dell laptop as well. Just because I guess if I don't, then it's gonna keep the temperatures up for the CPU. But yeah, if you could, I guess, run Windows on a PS4, it could handle Windows 10 completely fine. It looks like that, anyways. What else is it? And I know the PS4 does not use DDR3 RAM. I know it doesn't. It uses something like DDR4, maybe not DDR5, but yeah, definitely GDDR4, I think. Something like that. Yeah, the APU is crazy as well. The APU can do a lot of things. That little AMD Jaguar APU, they could do a lot of things. I will probably have to see how many cores and how many threads it's got. Most likely 2 cores. I'm hoping not single core. Yeah, I'm hoping not a single core. I'm hoping it's like dual core. Yeah, my guess is probably going to be dual core or probably even quad core. It's fine if it's not. It's fine if it's just dual core because that's what I kind of expect. It's a console anyways, it's not. It's kind of is a PC, but fucking hell, this cough is taking the absolute piss. Alright, I'm gonna drink some water, because water actually does kind of help. Is anyone connected? No. It says one person's watching, but I don't know who that is. Probably just thinks it's still me watching. It says that every stream, yeah, it's because I always go on the stream. I just check if the stream's still running. That's all. Okay. It's still saying 6 hours. Why is it still going by kilobits though? That's something I just don't get. Why is it going by kilobits? But yeah, this better be the full installation of Windows. If it's not, then my last option is I'm gonna have to physically purchase. I'm gonna have to physically purchase a DVD or CD. I'll probably get a DVD because I know DVD has better image quality. So I go with a DVD, right? And any of my PCs that have disk drives, I'll put it in there. And once it all reads up, I will copy all the files to the USB, and just like that, it's done. I didn't have to use any installer. Oh my god, man. Am I just like... Because the thing is, I want to talk, but then if I talk a lot, then my fucking throat's going to get dry. And that's something I really don't like. Why is it so tough just to live life? Come on. I just want to live life with peace and calmness and everything, but I can't. Because it's fucking... Honestly, man. Life is like a big challenge, you know? You live life, you do things, you keep on living, I guess. It just takes the piss though. The fucking, like, you know, this weather can do all this shit to us. Takes the absolute piss. Honestly, man. Why is life such a piss take? I don't know. But I just want to install this version of Windows, man. I fucking can't. Because my installer's saying this or that. And, I think the reason why it works so well with that installation of Windows, the one I got running, I think the reason why it works so well with that was literally just because that was probably the entire installation of it. How many kilobytes was that? Yeah, how many? Hold on. Let me go. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that yet because I want this to fully install first. But yeah, the only reason why I use wireless Wi-Fi mostly is because I just on my phone most of the time. But yeah. Wireless Wi-Fi, I would go something closer to Ethernet cable speeds. So something like 5 gigahertz, because 5 gigahertz is actually good, and it's fast as well. I think with 500 gigahertz, no, not 5. Fuck's sakes. With 5 gigahertz, I think the speed goes up to 430 megabytes per second. I think you can you really push it to a gigabit? I don't think you can. You can only do gigabit connections, as far as I know, on the Ethernet cable, because that's way more stable than wireless Wi-Fi. I don't think you can do gigabit. You could probably do 700 megabytes, but you cannot do a gigabit. I don't think, anyways. So that's, I guess, as far as I know, with 5 gigahertz. Yeah, and it's newer, so that's always good. But what's it called? I was shocked. I think it was earlier on. Yeah, it was earlier on. I think it was. There was I was watching this YouTube video, and this guy was using this thing, and he plugged it into the Ethernet ports on all of his PC, and he said one of his PC didn't even have an Ethernet port. That's just shocking. How even PCs of, well, like really old PCs don't have Ethernet ports. And I'm talking like the PCs from 1970. I would say 1970 or newer. Yeah, it's good that still PCs of nowadays still have Ethernet ports. However, I would recommend with the desktop. I would probably recommend using Cat6, because I know Cat6 is really good with transfer files. And just overall backwards compatibility and stuff like that. What's it called though? You see, the thing is, George has a Cat 8 LAN cable, or Cat 7, and he only runs on a few megabytes, and he's on Cat 8. Why? Just why? Yeah, I seriously don't know why. I seriously don't know why he would do that though. I'll just say downgrade to Cat 7 and work your way down. Because I would say just use Cat 6 augmented or Cat 6A. Oh my god, we're still stuck on megabytes, man. Why is this going so slow? That's something I don't get. Or what I could do, actually, I could have this running overnight. I kind of wish I could have it running sleeping, but I can like rest mode. You know, like rest mode on the PS4, like how you could just put it in rest mode and it downloads the files or the game. When you're idling or when you need to sleep or go somewhere for a long amount of time. And rest mode does actually, it's really useful, because it runs at a lower power consumption and it saves a lot of power. Because all the idle power uses all that power just to to run the APU at a lower, I would say just lower enough clock speed that it won't display anything. However, I was thinking this not that long ago, actually. It was actually quite long ago. It was about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I'd probably say. Maybe not 4 years ago. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, I'd probably say 4 years ago I was probably thinking this, right? And I was thinking, what if Sony released an update for both, well, the PS5 wasn't out back then. Because this was 2 years before the PS5 release. I was thinking this, right? What if Sony released an update where in rest mode, well, not really, yeah. So if you're just idling around and the PS4 is left on and it's not doing much, what about What about in rest mode? If there was an option in rest mode where you could just chat with your friends in the PS4 party in rest mode. Imagine that. But obviously the jet fan would still have to be pushing a little bit of air so that APU cools down, because if not, then the APU is going to get quite warm and it's going to have to be passively cooling. And trust me, passively cooling is never good. Although for Windows 10 64-bit on the laptop, of course it is, but well, of course it's I mean, if it's a system with a jet fan and a heatsink, which is what all of my systems run. Well, my phones don't have that because they're phones, but my computer based stuff, like my consoles and my PCs, not including my desktop, all of my laptops, right? So my main laptop, this laptop, and the Dell laptop, they all literally just have heatsinks and jet fans, right? And the thing is, they all have single jet fan, single heatsink. There's no double jet fan, no double heatsink. There's nothing fancy like that, because they're mostly they're notebook PCs. So what's it called? So since they were notebook PCs, they can just, if you're just idling on the home screen, the jet fan starts going at minimum speed, but then it stops, it just turns off completely, even though when you're still idling. That's it from going from actively cooling to passively cooling, because the processor is cooled. However, in a 32-bit version of the same OS, no matter what edition it is, it's still going to have the fan. Even on a laptop, it's going to have the fan on constantly. It's just going to keep it spinning constantly. It's not going to turn off the fan. I don't know why 32-bit does that, but that's my experience with a 32-bit version. I don't know if it... Thing is, I don't know if it actually does turn off the fan or not, because I really haven't stayed there long enough for it to do that, but I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. I guess because 64-bit can process way more things, or twice the things than 32. But yeah, the more higher it is in the values, then it's better. It's way more better that way. So if you were to get a 16-bit version, well, even though there's no 16-bit version of any Windows, I don't think anyways, and then there was a 64-bit, I would go for the 64-bit. Unless your PC is really, really low powered, or really low end, then at that point I would say go for lower version. But if it was to be a 16-bit and a 64-bit, now I would go for 32-bit, because that's something still good, I guess, for low end stuff. Although this laptop isn't so low end, it's quite low end, but it's not that low end, because it's just running on Intel graphics. I think Intel Graphics 3000 to be specific. Let me show you guys the update then of what's going on. Zoom in, focus. What am I looking at? Yeah, it's only just did that. If I show you guys a look, because thing is, I don't want it to sleep while I think it's still downloading. So, although I could have it do that, but at the same time, I don't know. Anyway, since we're in the Intel adapter settings, actually, let me just make sure priority and VLAN is off, because because that's actually a service that takes away performance, and I really don't like that. Just calls it network 2. Oh, didn't realize I was zoomed in. Change adapter options. See, this is a gigabit connection as well. That's why it's so good. Properties. IPv4 no, not configure. No, wrong thing. Configure. Okay, that should be unticked. I don't think this has been configured yet. Advanced. What do we got? AMP offload, flow control, gigabit master slave, auto detect. I'll just have that on yeah, probably just interrupt modulation enabled, adaptive. I don't know. I'll just have it on adaptive. Check some offload. The guy in the video said have those enabled for low end PCs. But I don't know what this is, but I'll disable it. No description. NS offload. This is what you want to make sure that's disabled. So you want to make sure this shitty little priority and VLAN service, it's an absolute arsehole. So I'll just say fuck, you can't, hold on. Yeah, you can. What is it on right now, actually? Let me take a look. Enabled. Oh my god. Let's disable that shit. We do not need that. Receive buffers, side scaling, speed and duplex. I just got the full thing. Wait for link. Let's turn that off. Okay, there we go. Then click. Well, hold on. Before I do that, power management. Okay, that's good. Then click OK. Then you see that goes. Then it will come back on shortly in a bit. Why isn't that coming back on? Yeah, not connected. Hold on. The extender isn't even saying anything as well. It's a bit like, why? That is very strange. What could be the issue here? Because I don't know what's going on. Turn my wireless LED back on. Pardon me. Okay, back on Wi-Fi. Let's see if I can. Don't know why the extender is not saying there's an Ethernet cable plugged in. Yeah, it's not saying anything that about an Ethernet cable being plugged in. Strange. Either I did something wrong or something. Oh, it's just really busy. I just can't say anything right now. Which makes sense, but yeah, this is all on Intel adapter. Maybe wait for link was actually the thing to actually make it connect. That is really strange because now the extender isn't even saying anything about anything being connected, and that's not making any sense to me. So I don't know why it would say that. And there should be at least an LED coming on the extender, but there's not. Hold on, let me go back to the settings then. Let's go to internet, Ethernet, adapter option. I think it's not even detecting that. Let me see what I did wrong, because I probably did do something wrong here. Yeah, go ahead. Power management, advanced. It's not even the extender saying anything, man. That's not making any sense. Why is it not saying anything? Usually comes up with an LED, but it didn't. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, that is really strange. I probably just disabled my own Ethernet cable. No, not Ethernet cable, Ethernet port. Okay. All I disabled was wait for packet. Did I disable anything else? I did disable priority and VLAN, but I don't know what that's gonna do with that. But you know what? Let's put the settings back how it was originally anyways. I'm probably gonna install Windows on this thing anyways, reinstall it. Where's it going? Ethernet, change adapter option. Because it's saying there's no Ethernet connected even though there clearly is. It's just not saying anything about it. Configure. This. Let's enable. I really hate doing this, but let's enable priority and VLAN, shall we? I fucking hate. That's really shitty. If it still doesn't work after that, then I don't know. Right, it should detect something now. Because either it could be a bad driver or something. Just something really stupid, I don't know. Well, clearly it's not doing anything. Yeah, the extender isn't saying anything. Let's go back in. Oh wait a minute. If we go to speed and duplex. What about now? Hey, there we go. So it was just the speed and duplex thing. Oh my god. It was just a so if I have the speed and duplex at a full gigabit, it's not going to work because it needs to find a gigabit connection. That's probably why it wasn't working. But guess what? I've got it to work now because I just put it on 100 megabits full duplex. Look at this. Now it's coming up. Before it was saying a little X. Let me show you guys what I did wrong. So look. Let me show you guys. Properties. Configure. Then we go to advanced. Well, first I go to power management. Yeah, whatever. Advanced. We go to speed and duplex. And you see how it is at 100 megabits full? Look at this. Before it was on auto navigation. I put it to 1 gigabit full. Look at this now. Press OK. And it's just gonna say that there's nothing detected. Look. It's saying now that the Ethernet is not even detected, even though I can't show you, but it's basically plugged in. And not even the extender saying anything, because it usually comes up with a fourth LED, but it's not. So one way to fix it, go to properties, configure, advanced, and then go back down to auto speed and duplex, and then have this. So my extender does 100 megabits, so I would have it on 100 megabits full duplex. So once you have it on this, let me let me show you what this does. So you know how this says the X on there, so it's not detecting an Ethernet cable whatsoever. If I press OK now, look at this. It goes away, comes back, and now my extender's lit up with another LED. So that's a really simple fix right there. So if you guys are not on a gigabit connection, do not put it 2 gigabit. If you guys are almost 2 gigabit connection, then I would say test or try it out, see if anything happens. But still, I would say don't do it if you're not on a gigabit connection, because it will definitely mess it up, and it will just constantly be looking for the gigabit, or almost that gigabit. If my extender would do gigabit, which it doesn't, then I would definitely have this on, but because it doesn't, then yeah, have it off. Do the exact same exact same thing with the Wi-Fi here. So if I go to the Wi-Fi, configure, go to power management first, make sure that's off, then go to advanced, 20 megahertz only. Alright, yeah, I just have it at 20 megahertz only. Now it does say 5G, because I know what that says. So 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. Let's see, enabled. Nice. This is just to match my extender here. Good. I do not want QoS. Bluetooth amp. What is fat channel? Whatever that is. Enabled mixed mode protection. Preferred band. Now I'll just have this at 2.4 gigahertz, just because. Yeah, but yeah, there is a 5.2 5.2 gigahertz as well, but I usually have it as 2.4, or I could have it as no preference if I wanted to. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. I might just put it back down to no preference, but if it does mess it up, then I would put it back to 5. No, not 5, 2. Okay. Right. Let's put this. So, because there is an option for no preference, so let's put it on no preference. Is there a thing here somewhere? Roman aggressiveness. I have it lowest because that's the lowest I could do. This is disabled. Transmit power. I don't know why that's the highest, but that is. Wake on magic packet disabled. Wake on pattern match disabled. Wireless mode. There we are. That's the most I can do, anyways. It's a better band, I guess, for the Wi-Fi. Anyways, there you go. Let's now press OK. Ah, fuck's sakes. Now it's saying that there's no fucking Wi-Fi. Hold on a second. Connect. There we go. I guess it connected. That's completely fine. Yeah, I would just turn off the Wi-Fi though, just because. Turn the wireless switch off. Yeah, it did. That's fine. It does continue though. But yeah, I would have this running overnight, or even when I'm just gone somewhere for absolutely ages. I would have this running then, because, you know, why not? But on my desktop, oh my gosh, I think on my desktop it'll be like slightly faster. Not by a lot, but yeah. My desktop, that's something I would be having running overnight anyways. It's mostly sleeping all the time, because that's just how it is. But I don't know if I've ever slept with it on before. But what's it called? Because I remember with the old power supply, I just be hearing the power supply, and that power supply was, I mean, that was the loudest thing of the entire PC. The entire PC itself was really quiet though. This current power supply, can't even hear it. It's so quiet. I can literally just hear the grrr of the CPU fan, maybe a bit of the case fan, but mostly the CPU fan I can mostly hear. That's just how it is. Yeah, so it's always good to have a 4-pin, just 4-pin CPU fan. And it's the main component of the entire thing, the CPU. Right, what do we got? 663 megabytes. Trust me, I would not be streaming for 4 hours right now, because guess what? It's 10 p.m. and I'm just gonna go off because, well, it's 10 p.m. I'm just gonna go off, I guess. I'm gonna close the tab in Chrome. There you go, tab closed. Just so it's using less RAM, and the less and less RAM you use, the better it is. And I can tell the PC is talking to the extender because I can see the LED flashing or blinking a lot. I don't know if I'd have two downloads going at the same time, but I just have the first download, the one that's a lot more in file size. So, But why is this going so slow? Why is it going in just megabytes? No, not megabytes, but kilobytes. If anything, it should be going in megabytes, because that's how it's supposed to be, but I don't know why it's not going that fast. But yeah, wireless Wi-Fi is even slower, so I don't know, I wouldn't have it on the LAN cable all the time, but I'm just doing this just so we can have less hours, I guess. Where can I put this while it's running? Running overnight. Probably just leave it in the same spot it is right now. So when I wake up, I go on my PC and see if it's done. And hopefully it's done by that time. See, because look, if I turn on the power right now, look at the thing. Bloody look, fucking screen. Bloody flickers. It's just, it can't. I don't know what's going on. The charging of this laptop is completely dead. Not completely gone, but it's definitely on its way out. I can tell you there's some brain or something in there. Like the voltage divider brain inside of this laptop. It's either the laptop or it's either the bad charger, but I don't know which one it is. Could just be the charger, couldn't it? But however, when I run the laptop off the direct power, so without the batteries, it runs completely fine on that. Completely like stable as well, but it doesn't run stable when it's charging batteries. I don't know why. For that, I just literally just put the PC into sleep, or if it doesn't want to charge, then I just put the PC, turn it off, and turn it off and what do I do next? Turn it off and take out the batteries, or take out one of the batteries, and that's usually how it fixes the problem. It just takes the piss. So I just can't use the laptop while it's like on and charging. But yeah, what's the goal? When the laptop's fully charged and I charge it then, and the two LEDs for the two batteries are lit up both green, indicating that both batteries are fully charged. That's when the laptop doesn't glitch or twitch or do anything stupid. It runs completely fine then, but somehow I don't know why doesn't run fine when the batteries are actually charging. However, even when the laptop is asleep or off, and when both batteries are charging, or one of them, for some reason the power supply gets really hot, and I don't know why. It shouldn't do that, because it's giving voltage to just one of the batteries, or two of them. So it should not get really hot, because it gets really hot, like as if I'm putting load on it, even though it's sleeping or it's off. You know, makes no sense. Oh well. I just got the USB just there on the floor. Yeah, I'm just idling now, just waiting for this PC to just finish. But yeah, you guys even saw that when earlier on when I literally installed the version of Windows ISO file off of Microsoft's website, and Microsoft's own software is saying that it couldn't be completed. How embarrassing is that? It's not massive OS, but it's an OS that I'd definitely like to use. I've never used it before. At least I don't think I have used it before. And you know what? I would just like to install it on one of my I would just like to install it on one of my systems, or one of my PCs, so that I can actually experience what the software is like. Honestly, man. Alright. I don't just want to idle and waste the time on the stream. What time is it now? 10:30. Okay, I'm just gonna try and go sleep now, cause like, I did do this like, I did start the stream at like 8 o'clock, I think. Well, I'll probably take out the Ethernet cable and just go wireless. I know wireless is slower, but at least it's not gonna be like in the way or anything. So let's go ahead and turn the wireless LED back on. Let's switch over to wireless. Failed, yeah, I know. 1 hour left, 2 hours left. Yeah, it's just automatically assuming things here. I would leave the laptop running overnight though. The Ethernet cable's not long enough to, because where I want to put the laptop, it's not going to reach over there, and I know it isn't. So let's just move the laptop here then. Right, I'm gonna leave the laptop there. So I literally had it earlier on, and not sure where the wireless antenna is. Probably somewhere behind the screen. I'm just gonna leave it as is right now, just idle, and I'm gonna take out the Ethernet cable or the LAN cable. There we go. I'm coughing like crazy. Alright. There we go, plugged in my desktop one back in. Yeah, it's good to have the extender running though. Like, this extender's been running for days, and sometimes just rarely it plays up now. Doesn't do it so much like it used to, but obviously, like with QoS turned off and everything, then it works better, and there's way less latency, is what I notice. I'm gonna put this USB back. Hopefully this laptop doesn't go to sleep because it's on a screensaver. Because it's installing something, you know. It shouldn't go to sleep. I should probably give it a task to do, so it's not asleep. But you know what? I'm probably gonna wait like probably 2 more minutes to see if it's gonna sleep or not. Because usually it does sleep, but I don't know if it sleeps when installing something like a big file from Chrome like that. But anyways, for RAM, Chrome isn't that good for RAM because it just takes up a load of RAM. But trust me, it's still usable. You can still browse the web with it. You just probably can't watch YouTube with it. If you're running on like 1 gigabyte of RAM, then don't watch YouTube on Chrome. I would say just use my Microsoft Edge. I'll just say use Edge instead because that actually takes way less RAM. It only takes like 700 megabytes, I think. It's not a lot, but still. And yeah, so I might sleep. Actually, no, I think this laptop is gonna stay awake. I'm hoping it doesn't go to sleep though. Actually, no, I'm hoping for it to save power. It goes to sleep after it's done. But I can't charge it right now, so I'm gonna have to wait until it dies, or something. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna sleep now. So yeah. If you have enjoyed today's stream, I still don't know why I bought these hard drives out. I really don't know why. If you have enjoyed today's stream, you know what to do. Let me put back my hard drive. Let me put this hard drive downstairs. If you have enjoyed today's stream, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.